Well, hey guys, another video on the FTX-1 and the ATAS, and I have a surprise for you. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. We're at the Irvine Regional Park. It's supposed to be a hot day, but it's not too bad. We're in the shade. We're in the shade right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And we got the ATAS on a new mount. So I'm going to show you right now the new mount that we have for the ATAS. It's looking good. It's looking really good. So let's take a look here. Just my bike ride was awesome. Okay, so here is the new mount. Check that out. Very sturdy. I got the ground going, but the mount is very sturdy. Heck yeah, baby. Check that out. Heck yeah. Here we go. Now, there is a kink in the antenna. It's very slight. I got the antenna tuned on 6 meters. We're going to try some 6 meter repeaters, see if we can raise anyone. Here we go. And this is the mount for the ID 5100, the D-Star radio. And of course, we go back. And this is the mount for the Yaesu FTM-400, which is a C4FM radio. And we got a train coming. But I'm really excited about the new antenna mount, so let's give it a try. Let's check out some channels on 6 meters and see how we do. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Okay guys, let's have some fun with 6 meters. If we can raise anyone on 6 meters. So I got this one. This one is on Santiago Peak. And I have the radio connected to the 12-volt battery of the vehicle. That's the power supply. And so that gives me 10 watts on high frequency on HF. And 6 meters will be 10 watts, of course. So let's give it a try. Let's see if we can raise anyone.
And 6NYR KO6TX.
Hey, KO6TX, that's Doug. Let's see if I can give him a shout.
I didn't get any audio, but I saw the call sign flash, N1CY KO6TX.
Hey, you got it, N1CY here. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing excellent. If you want to count, it's a little too hot for me. You know, it takes me a minute to remember names, but it's Hassan, right? Ending in an N.
Yes, you got it. That's correct. Yep, I programmed your repeater in my FTM-400, and it's working great. How you been? How's everything with you?
Oh, it's going very well. Just doing a little bit of running around today. I'm heading to Lowe's to pick up a couple of items, and then to Costco to do some grocery shopping. So all just normal stuff, out and about. I think the rest of the day, once I get these chores done, is going to be inside projects today. It's going to be a hot one.
Yes, I agree. It's going to be a hot one for sure. Yep, so stay cool. Stay on the cool side. You sound great. Good signal. Hey, I got the radio to work. I got the DMR radio to work. And I got the new one. And I downloaded the code plug from the Papa system for that radio. But guess what? The code plug is all analog. There is no digital stations in it.
Oh, interesting. So they just did the code plug for the analog side of things. Well, that doesn't do you much good.
Yeah, tell me about it. Anyway, no big deal. I can program it, and I can create a zone and program some channels in it. But the contacts, that's gonna be a tough one. The contacts. So because if you have no contacts, that radio will not let you transmit the new one.
Well, I'm sure you'll get it worked out. At least you know the radio works now. You can figure it out. And I honestly believe I think you're better off writing your own code plug. It just, it seems like every time I've gotten a code plug from somebody else, it was almost more work than it was worth, and I just, ended up doing more work the way I like it. A few years ago, I RD systems, and I bought RD systems for every single radio I own. And the primary reason for that is it allows you, the one thing that their software does that nobody else does is it allows you to copy and paste between various radios. So, a lot of radios don't even have the same information in it, but it will do a pretty good job of copying what is relevant to the radio you're trying to put it into. So, it figures it out. Like if, the radio you're copying from has 16 alphanumerics and the new radio only has 8, it'll basically still import it. It won't, give you a complaint. It'll put something in there at least so you can then correct it.
I like the way you think. I like that thinking, Doug. That's very good. That's awesome. That's a good way to think. And I got the old one. I got the 2017, the MD 2017 to work too. So both radios now work on DMR.
Well, I have to tell you, the other day when we were chatting, a lot of times when I haven't spoke to someone in a while, or I'll bring up their QRZ page and just find out a little bit about them. And I love your cover photo. I know it's an older photo of you and another gentleman with Gordon, and he is such a gentleman and such an advocate for the hobby. About 30 years ago, when I was in the process of upgrading, he did a workshop. I was a technician and I was working on my code, getting my code to 13 words per minute. And at the time I was kind of stuck, about 10 or 11. So I took a weekend workshop down in Orange County that he put on with some mentors. And at the time I lived out in Yucaipa. And I contacted him and I said, hey, I'd like to come out and do this. And it's a, bit of a drive, but I have a motorhome. Do you have any recommendations on, RV spots in the area I could park? And he says, yeah. He goes, come park at my house. I'll just have you park out front. And so I parked out front, and he was gracious enough to allow me to do that for the weekend. And it was funny. His wife is such a sweetheart. Each morning she came out with a cup of coffee and, brought me coffee in the morning. And I'll always remember that.
Hey, Doug, that's fantastic, man. That's a great story. Yes, Gordon West was major inspiration for me personally. Major inspiration. The guy has a golden heart. I kid you not. Golden heart. And I bet that coffee was really good too.
It was great. And the workshop worked out. I was ready. I was like, a lot of people when you're getting ready to upgrade, you're self-doubting. But the workshop did a good job. It helps me because, they taught you that, you don't have to be consistently able to copy, 13 or 20 words a minute. You've got to be able to copy the pertinent information, call signs, weather, name, what the rig was, and so on. And so that really helped me break through, and I passed my 13 word per minute with no problem. Excellent
work. Good job. Very good. That is fantastic, man. Fantastic. Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, listen, I'm doing a video right now on the on FTX-1 with the ATAS. I'm having issues tuning on 40 meters and 17 meters, but I got a new antenna mount, so I'm gonna let you go and get back to it here. But hey, I recorded, I videotaped this conversation, so I'll be part of the video if you want to check it out later.
All right, fantastic. I love that. I love when folks include me in a YouTube. All right, Hassan, it was nice chatting with you today. I'll say 7-3 for now. We'll catch up with you soon. KO6TX.
Okay, that is awesome. I was actually looking for you. I wanted to pick your brain on a repeater project I plan to work on. I want to put up a repeater on Mazurka Peak, Fusion or D-Star, dual mode, analog and digital, and we'll talk about that later for sure. Have a wonderful day. KO6TX N1CY. Take care.
7-3.
All right, that was Doug.
KO6TX and 6JSV.
So I'm gonna put the audio down here and get back to 6 meters on the FTX-1. Let's see if we can raise anyone on 6 meters. Let's go to 10 meters. Okay, let's go VFO. Let's go to band, and let's go to 28 megahertz. Back, antenna tune right here. It's tuning on 10 meters. Here we go, fast tune on 10 meters. Okay, let's go to 12 meters. Tune. No bueno. Okay, let's go to 15 meters, 21 megahertz. Antenna tune. I can hear the antenna. Beautiful. Now it tunes on 15 meters. Beautiful. Weird. Alien signal. Conditions are horrible. Okay, let's try 17 meters. 18 megahertz. Tune. It's struggling to tune on 17 meters still. Struggling to tune on 17 meters. Still no go 17 meters. Okay. Well. Yeah. Let's try 20 meters. 14 megahertz. And let's tune there. It's gonna take longer to tune now, but that's fine. It's gonna be a long video. I apologize about that, guys. But we had a really nice QSO with Doug, KO6TX. That was awesome. It should tune on 20 meters. Yep, good. Tuned on 20 meters.
The stuff that she did as far as the horses and the dogs. So I really don't get some time to myself. I just finished putting up an elevated 40-meter vertical on the property here, and I went out on 40 and checked it. How are you doing? Backache. She had both hands operated on for tunnel carpal syndrome, and then her back is bad, and it hurts her a lot to bend over and pick up stuff, and just normal household stuff.
Okay, weak activities on 20 meters. Okay, let's try 40 meters. Gonna try a higher frequency. Let's give it a go. I can hear the antenna going up. Let's see if it's going to tune on 40. Probably not. Or at least we gained 15 meters, because before, if you remember from previous videos, we had issues on 15 meters, but now we got it back. So we got 6 10, 12, 15, and 20. We don't have 40, and we don't have 17 meters. So that's the situation, guys. I'm wondering if it could be those. Are we too close to the trees? Or is it the kink in the antenna? The kink in the antenna. Okay. Here's my buddy KO6IOW showing up on C4FM.
Equestrian stuff. They had a big old concert over there. Somebody, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Little John? I think that name. I don't know who it is, but I think I remember Little John. I have no idea. But yeah. And then there's like in our neighborhood too. There's a little concert.
That's Bobby, KD6IOW, super nice guy. Okay, so it's not tuning on 40 meters like before, so I'm gonna cancel the tuning operation and I'm gonna tune back on 6 meters. Okay, that was quick. Look at that. My gosh, that was really quick because it was all the way down. It went all the way down. So good. And that's the one on Santiago Peak, but nobody listened to it. Nobody's listening to it. Let's give it a try. 10 watts. N1CY. Yeah, nobody. I'm going to tune on it again because the SWR is a little bit high. Oh. There we go. Let's check the SWR again. I have the meter on SWR. So let's check that again. Oh yeah, perfect. N1CY, anyone listening? No, nobody listening. Okay guys, so this video is already very long. And I wanted to make a video on another radio that I got. My DMR radio, you heard me talk about it with Doug. And we have to wait till next time. But this is the radio. Awesome radio. It's a Baofeng DM32A. Super nice radio. Heavy duty construction. We'll do DMR digital with encryption if you want to. You have 3 levels of encryption, and it will do analog. It has a color screen and super nice. I love the color screen. You can change the colors. You have the channel alphanumeric name, channel number, and the frequency. So it shows all that. Super nice. I love that radio. And I can change, I reprogram these buttons for different features, like high or low power or medium power. This is the 10-watt radio, by the way. It's 10 watts. So it has 2 meter 440, 10 watts. I downloaded the code plug from the Papa system, but the code plug does not have DMR. It's only analog, which is a bummer.
2.
Somebody's on Papa system. Guys, this is a phenomenal radio. Really heavy duty construction. Plus I got a lot of goodies with it. I'll put a link where I bought it from. I bought it from eBay. I got 3 antennas. One of them is a stubby. One of them is a long antenna curled up like a satellite antenna. And the only downside is the battery on the bottom. You have to screw it on. You need a Phillips screwdriver to screw it on. So you line it up and you screw it on. And it can charge from a USB-C. As a USB-C, you can charge it from a USB-C. You can see down there. Really love the radio. I love the color too. Look at that color. Matches my bike, matches my car. N1CY on Papa 3. N1CY on Papa 3. Okay. Here we go. Sorry guys, long video. We're done.